is guaranteed. That is what we need to keep at the back of everything, because otherwise we cannot go in 2029 and ask those citizens to once again trust us with 5 years of decision-making in this House that should impact their everyday lives. And it is against this background that we also ask that the messaging with the United States takes place. We are firm, and we continue to be firm in our belief that tariffs benefit nobody. We do not want a protracted trade war. We do not want a slippery slope road to the bottom race of protectionism. We're also realistic in that what coherence will bring is what we can tell our businesses and our citizens to expect. So the next few days, and we have full faith in Commissioner Šefčovič and his team, is that we need to come out of this summer with that kind of certainty that our citizens will feel. If we don't have that, I predict that we will have more, let's say, unpredictability, which we don't want. And in this case, from our end, as a Parliament, we will have a role to play on the actual trade agreement. And therefore, our International Trade Committee is very much on the ball in this regard. And from a bilateral perspective, we have always had excellent cooperation with Congress. Different countries have relations with their counterparts on which they've worked with on similar issues, whether on international issues, whether on human rights, whether on geopolitical causes. On Ukraine, we find commonalities. When it comes to our positions on Iran, we find commonalities. We can help in that debate, because what we also want is an understanding from the US, when they see what we are doing, that we essentially remain their biggest and best partner, if I could say.
And on trade, I don't have a lot to add. I totally agree, and a war on trade and tariffs will not only be a burden to Europe, to our companies and our citizens, but also to US companies and therefore US citizens. So I think we should do what we can to avoid it. The negotiations are at a critical stage right now, because deadline is just in front of us. So I don't have any more to add.